Welcome back. In today's video, I'm going to talk about the tax-free savings account, or the TFSA. In my opinion, this is one of the greatest registered accounts that any Canadian can have. There's a lot of flexibility with this account. All you need to open a TFSA is to be 18 years or older and have a valid social insurance number. So you can be a non-resident but have a valid SIN, and that social insurance number will still allow you to open up a tax-free savings account. So first off, it is a registered account in Canada here, and so there's going to be some restrictions with these registered accounts. And the first restriction I'm going to talk about is how much you can invest into your tax-free savings account. So the amount you can invest into your TFSA depends on how old you are, what year you were born. So you can see here, if you were born in 1996, you would have $69,500 of contribution eligible for the TFSA. If you were like me and you were born in 1979, then you have $95,000 of eligible room in the TFSA as of 2024. You can see here it started at $5,000 in 2009 and it gradually went up to $5,500, and then the Harper government increased that to $10,000, but then they were ousted and Trudeau's Liberal government brought that back down to $5,500, and it gradually increases until 2024, where it's up to $7,000 per year now. If you missed a contribution year or you can't max out the total amount per year, that is okay. One of the great things about this account is that all your unused contribution room gets carried forward. So if you put in $5,000 in 2009 but then didn't put anything else in until now 2024, you still have actually $90,000 to put in. You could put that in a lump sum, or you can put that in monthly payments, or whatever you want to do. It's just an account and you can put money into it. Just don't exceed it, and I'll explain why. Why does the maximum contribution rate increase? Well, it goes up with inflation and it's rounded to nearest $500. So here you can see I've set up a spreadsheet. I love spreadsheets and I love projecting how much the TFSA will have for contribution room. And so you can see I put the inflation there, and we've had 3 years of pretty high inflation, higher than average inflation. And so that's increased the contribution room for the TFSA quite significantly. And I did throw in some numbers. I just used 3.1% as that is the average inflation here in Canada, and I could see that about 2026, and my guess, and again it's just a guess, is it's probably going to go up to about $7,500 in 2026. So a couple of years of $7,000. Again, just a guess, just an estimation. So what are the benefits of the TFSA? Basically, every single dollar that you take out of the tax-free savings account can be withdrawn 100% tax-free. And this is huge if you use it correctly. And most Canadians are not. You can see here, there was a survey done in February 2023 by Ipsos, and it showed that 57% of Canadians have opened a tax-free savings account, and of those, only 42% have been investing in their tax-free savings account. Everyone else has opened a tax-free savings account and made it just a savings account. And this is a huge issue. You are not using your tax-free savings account correctly. I want to show you why converting your savings account at your bank is not a wise decision to use as your tax-free savings account. So here I've just created a spreadsheet. I just assumed, let's say you put in, you're 18 years old, you put $7,000 into your tax-free savings account at the bank at 0.1%. That's sort of what the big five are sort of offering right now. And let's say you put in $7,000 per year into your TFSA. So you're maxing it out every year. And I get that most people can't do that. That's a large ask for anyone to do when they are young. But let's just hypothetically, I just want to show you some numbers here. So at $7,000 at 0.1% for 47 years, so you retire at 65, you've returned $8,018 in interest. So over that 47 years, you have saved the tax dollars of about $8,000. If you found an account that had 1% interest rate, now the total interest you've earned is $92,500, and you've saved that much money in taxes. You don't have to claim that 30.5% or whatever tax bracket you're in. So that's a lot better than the 0.1. You can see that if you were with EQ Bank and made a tax-free savings account there, you would have gained $300,000 over that 47 years, and that's starting to look a lot better. Had you opened a TFSA account at NEO earning 4%, you would have gained $638,000 in interest, all tax-free. But if you invested in the stock market, and again, the worst 25-year period for the stock market ever for the S&P 500 was 8%, so I just put 8% in there. You can see that you invested $336,000 into your tax-free savings account, and you've earned an interest of $3 million, all tax-free. $3 million that the tax man cannot get their hands on. That is significantly better than anything you can get in your savings account. Now, what are some of the ways that you can use the TFSA? Again, I like to call it a tax-free investment account, not a tax-free savings account. I fully believe you should be investing with your tax-free savings account. Well, let's say you put in $5,000 earning, again, that average of 8%-ish over 10 years. That $5,000 turns into $10,800 approximately. So let's say that this person was born in 1995, so you can see that this person would have $75,000 in TFSA room. So he had put in $5,000 10 years ago, so this person again can put in $70,000 more. Even though he missed some contributions, it doesn't matter, it gets carried forward, this person can still put in $70,000. Now let's say you wanted to buy a used vehicle for $10,000. So again, that $5,000 grew to almost $11,000. So let's say you pull out $10,000. You can do that 100% tax-free from this account. So you won't get charged any tax when you withdraw from this account. And unlike the RRSP, you can actually put that $10,000 back into the account, but you do have to wait until January 1st of the next calendar year. So for instance, if this person inputted $5,000, it grew to $11,000, and then took out the $10,000. Let's say that withdrawal happened on, I don't know, March of 2023. So that means on January 1st, 2024, the person is able to still put in their $70,000 that they still had, the new $7,000 worth of contribution room that is available in 2024, plus the $10,000 that they withdrew. So January 1st, you can recontribute whatever you took out. The other nice thing about the tax-free savings account, let's say this person's been maxing it out, they've put the $75,000 into it, and it's grown to $100,000. They can take out $100,000, and then January 1st of the next calendar year, they can recontribute $100,000. Even though the contribution room was $75,000, because it's grown to $100,000 and you took that money out, you can recontribute whatever you took out, no matter what your contribution limit was. Now, there are penalties for over-contributing to your account, your tax-free savings account. If, let's say, hypothetically, you had $7,000 worth of room and you inputted $8,000, that means you've over-contributed $1,000, and that $1,000 will be taxed at 1% every single month, which is essentially 12% per year. So don't do it, you've got to keep track of it. I've created this spreadsheet here to help me keep track of it. So let's say I had in 2023 $15,000 worth of room, and I put in February $1,000, and then in March I put in $5,000. Here you can see that I've put in $6,000, and my contribution room left is $9,000. I've set it up so that whenever I take money out of it, that number doesn't get affected. So let's say I purchased that $10,000 vehicle, you can see that I still have $9,000 worth of contribution room. It didn't change. Even though I took it out and I can put it back in, I can't put it in 2023. I have to wait till 2024. And so if you look at the 2024 numbers, if I, let's say in June, put in another $3,000, you can see in 2024 that my contribution limit went down by the $3,000. But if I take out another, say $5,000, my 2023 contribution won't be affected, but my 2024 will. And you can see that my 2024 contribution room went up $5,000 because I took that $5,000 out. I can now put it back in at the beginning of the next year, January 1st. Now, you can put anything into your tax-free savings account. You can hold cash by making your savings account a TFSA. You can hold GICs or stocks and bonds and ETFs and mutual funds, etc., etc. But again, the right way to use it is to put in your higher growth securities into your TFSA so you can maximize the benefit of the TFSA. The more growth you have in it, the more beneficial the TFSA was. I hope this video has shown you what the TFSA is, the benefits of it, and how to use it correctly. If you do have any questions about it, about the TFSA, or how to set one up, or anything like that, please don't hesitate to contact me. I'm happy to help. I've helped several people set these up before. If you've enjoyed this video and would like to stay informed of some of my other ones, please subscribe below and have a wonderful day.